So, it's not a particularly warm day here today, but springtime is here, the soil is warming up, and one of the ways that you can tell that the soil is warming up is there's weeds popping up. So one of the most important jobs on a weekly basis, sometimes on a daily basis now in this early spring, when the rains come in, the soil's warming up, and the weeds are thinking, hey up, time for some fun. You've got to get in there and get weeding. And one of the most important tools in my toolkit is this Dutch hoe. Now, as you can see there, in my travels around North America so far, I don't seem to be seeing this very often in any of the garden centres, whether it be the big box stores or your specialist nurseries, etc. In fact, I don't see it at all, and I find it rather strange, because this is like my #1 weeding tool. I see the reverse type hoe everywhere. I mean, that seems to be your staple, but I don't seem to see the one I wanted. And in fact, I ended up, when I went over to the UK last year or the year before, I ended up buying, my sister actually, very kind of her, on my birthday bought me one, and I ended up chopping the end off just so I could put it in my luggage and take it back, and then put an old broomstick handle on. I've since seen it on Amazon, etc., but not in any of the stores. So let me show you why I think this is far superior as a weeding tool to the other type hoe. So I'm not sure how well you can actually see the weeds around here themselves, but we've got the ordinary hoe over here, and you're basically going back and forth. I think that's the way you use it over here. Seems to me to take a long time to do a whole bed, whereas if I'm using my trusty Dutch hoe, literally cutting just below the surface of the weeds of the soil, and I'm cutting the heads and the stems off the weeds. Super, and you can get a real large amount of work done with just this trusty hoe. So now I've probably upset a load of people by saying my hoe's better than your hoe. I better get on and hoe this bed. So what would actually be really good was to get some feedback from you guys on the great hoe debate. Do any of you guys in North America use this type of hoe, or do you use the reverse bladed type hoe? It'd be really great if you can put it down in the comments and let me know your thoughts on the whole hoe subject.